guys! Welcome to another episode. My name is Lemon, and today we'll be doing part 2 of drawing a digital circus cast as humans. So, recently, I just watched episode 7 last Friday, and I honestly don't know what to feel. I feel pretty sad, and I'm gonna say spoilers along the way, so make sure to watch the episode if you haven't already. First up is Ragatha. So, Ragatha is a cheery, friendly character who always helps people, does her best to ensure that everyone is doing okay and is happy. Though she is kind and sweet, the other characters kind of read her as not so genuine because she's afraid of being too vulnerable and not being perfect. She wants to be the pillar that everyone runs to, but she doesn't really have anybody else, so she's kind of lonely. Like me. Which is why I also relate to her so much, because being a people pleaser is not great. You can slowly deteriorate, and it's even hard to break out of when you're used to it most of your life for survival. Those who gets it, and those who don't get it, they don't get it. Honestly, in episode 7, I was really hoping that Ragatha and Jax would connect more, and honestly be more honest with each other after episode 6, or maybe Pomni would at least have a heart-to-heart with Jax too, but nothing really happened, nothing was resolved, and I was a little bit disappointed. But I'm glad that Ragatha and Pomni talked a little to each other while they're following Abel, who turned out to be an NPC mannequin all along. Not happy about that. Gooseworks really tricked us. What the hell, Gooseworks? Anyways, with Ragatha's outfit design, I thought since she was growing up on a farm with a rich family, she would kind of dress like a fancy, casual Southern belle. Like Georgia Miller from Ginny and Georgia. I literally referenced most of the outfits from her because Georgia's outfits were so cute and it would fit what Ragatha would be into since they're both 30 and thriving. And I thought about how I was going to give her some resemblance to her character skin version, and I gave her a lazy droopy eye on the right where her button eye used to be. Because I saw this headcanon once that since her mother was canonically abusive in the show, this headcanon said that the reason why Ragatha had a button in her eyes because in real life she punched her in the eye and tried to make her cover it up with makeup, and that's how her eye was messed up, and it translated into a button eye in digital circus world. So yeah, I just remembered that and I rolled with it, just like the rest of the fandom, because it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. And plus, honestly, I don't know, just making normal looking people look pretty without hitting every beauty standard on point is somewhat nice to do. It's fun to give characters flaws and stuff, and it also helps with being more creative in features too, so you don't have same face syndrome and all of that. And I was also thinking that Ragatha doesn't sound Southern at all. She sounds Canadian. That's a little off topic, but the people at my art school are Canadians, and they talk exactly like her. I don't know if it's because her voice actor is Canadian or what, but I was like, let's make her Canadian and Salvic. Let's headcanon her as Salvic and Canadian, because she gives off MILF with birthing hips. Except she's not a mom. Anyways, I gave her a little blue and red theme because I want to subtly match color schemes and little trinkets from their cartoon characters so they can correlate with each other. And there's Ragatha! Honestly, I think she turned out really cool, and I don't know, she just gave off baddie vibes to me, but yeah. Now on to Kinger. Kinger is, at first glance, a kooky, mysterious, and weird character, but as the series goes on, we start to find out that he's literally amazing. He's freaking amazing. But anyways, turns out he's one of the first people that ended up in the circus, along with his wife Queenie, who abstracted. Rest in peace. Once he's in a dark environment, we begin to see that his normal self comes back. It's like he remembers all of his memories. He offers a lot of wisdom to characters who interact with him in this state, like Pomni and Ragatha. Kinger is also hinted to be connected to the whole circus because a lot of us think that he helped create it with a company called Caine and Abel. Since he is the first of the people to be in the circus and he's really smart, it must make sense, right? Well, when watching episode 7, the character Abel explained that Kinger was a part of creating everything, and that he himself also was one of the workers, but he was trapped down there in the circus. So he thought, until Caine revealed that it was all an adventure once Jax pressed the freaking red button to stay. Yeah. I honestly think, though, that Caine was probably lying and that he messed with the Able guy's mind to, go along with the whole, oh, it's an adventure type thing, because, honestly, it was just too real for it to be a lie. There's no way. Because I fully believe that Kinger worked with them at one point, so I just gave him the typical Unc attire, glasses, disheveled hair, and nice grandpa clothes with a slouched posture, because he looks like he would be one of those workers who would be taking late-nighters, coding, and survives only on coffee, and the love of his wife. He would dress okay, but it would probably be one of those same 3 outfits he would wear on repeat. For his design, I really referenced him from Simon, from Fiona and Cake. Honestly, I think he would act a lot like Simon in real life, kind of, but more erratic, more bubbly than Simon, but his whole aesthetic and design, I reference him from Simon because, they're both grandpas, and they're both freaking smart, so why not, guys? Why not? And I also saw this headcanon where he would look like Jack Stauber, and I was like, that makes so much sense because he would look like him. He would look exactly like him, beard and everything, because, not gonna lie, Caine would actually, not Caine, Kinger would literally look like he would have a beard in real life, and glasses. Do you guys not see the vision? Do you guys see the vision or not? Tell me. Yes or no? But yeah, that episode really pissed me off, and I felt Jax's pain so much. Literally, Jax was crying and laughing, and he was at the brink of insanity, and it's just so unfair to the characters and the viewers, because I genuinely thought that they were gonna make it out of the circus. Why would you do this, Gooseworks? Why? But anyways, I guess we gotta wait until March the 20th. Anyways, there's your old man Kinger. Love him. So, Caine is an AI who controls the whole circus. He's kind of like God, since he creates everything out of thin air and makes different worlds. He's really determined to make adventures interesting for everyone. Really, really determined, guys. A little rant. I liked Caine. I really did like him. I relate to him in the fact that he just wants to be amazing at his job and make everyone happy even though they all hate him. But it gets to a point, y'all. It really gets to a point. Because you cannot be telling me that this fool made this whole plan to leave the circus, used an NPC who we don't even know if he's really an NPC or not, then made a whole adventure and messed with people's minds in this? We as the viewers don't even know what's real anymore. Was Abel really real, or was he really fake? Was Caine trying to cover up everything, or what? Tell me. Because is Caine genuinely trying to get the characters to hate him or something? Because it's just the fact that he's so aware and unaware of what he's doing, and then he expects everyone to be like, I really like you, Caine, you're so amazing, I really love you, you're so Pookie Bear. He's an AI programmed to do this, sure, and he's not real, but be so for real right now. Everyone is pissed at this episode. 89% of us was pissed at this episode. Well, no, 100% of us was pissed at this episode. It was just so disappointing, but I guess that's the whole point. I really do hate Caine, probably 70%. I really hate him, because, only because he's a little cute and goofy. No, that's why I don't 100% hate him. But I really thought this episode would divide fandoms, like Gooseworks said, but I think it made some of us, well, all of us come together to scream, what the at our screen, and come up with more conspiracy theories and sad edits to torture each other. But honestly, what got me was when Jax had that freaking panic attack and pressed red. I was so mad at him, but then I realized that Caine messed with his mind, and it's Caine thinks messing with people's minds is a game. And I get that he's an AI, but jeez, that got me hollering at my screen. Literally, I was screaming. Anyways, for his design, he still kept his costume and made his design more unrealistic because he's an AI. And I wanted to give him a cartoony what art style compared to the other characters. So I gave him the same different eye colors, and I made him ginger because why not? He seems like he would be a ginger-haired man with a mustache. So yeah. I was thinking on how to make his design a bit more interesting and connected to his actual character, so I made his hat with sewn-in googly eye accessories and decorations that wrap around like Chief. And I also gave him a ribbon to wrap around his hat so it can like represent like his mouth opening. So yeah, I thought it would make sense. Also for the inside of the cape and the pants, I wanted to be a little upgraded so that it can look more interesting. I just want to upgrade his outfit without changing the whole thing, so yeah. Anyways, here's the
Scumbag!
Bubble is another AI that is Caine's assistant, and I love him so much. He's quite chaotic, random, and does his own thing. And honestly, I just love him. He's one of my favorite characters also. So for his character, drawing him is pretty easy because he gives off Balloon Boy but office assistant vibes. I kind of referenced his outfits from those silly Roblox noob avatars because I thought it would be funny to make him wear a suit and propeller hat for fun. But yeah, even though he is Caine's assistant and he's the one who suggested that the blue button would take him to Shrimp Town, I still love him. Like, I genuinely still love him because he is literally comic relief and he's an icon. For real. And I decided to do a bit of doodles with his silly self because it was so fun to just draw him. And yeah. Anyways, that was Bubble, and I think he turned out pretty good, pretty goofy, and it matches with his personality. And here's the rest of the cast from part 1 and part 2 merged together. So I really hope you guys liked this video. I know compared to the last one, it was really short and ranty, but you know, I'm really interested to see what you thought of the new episode. Well, the new Digital Circus episode. Comment below and I'll see you next video. Bye!